Hey there, gang. So yeah, just a quick video today. It's nothing that interesting unless you've been with us for a while now and are wondering what happened to some of the leftover perks from our original fundraiser back sort of at the end of 2016, early 2017. Yeah, so we still have a few perks to tie up, and I'm going to try and cover all of that today. So first of all, it's the community frag video. So yeah, one of the perks was we were going to do a community frag video. We were going to do that anyway, but some of you guys donated to get automatically included in that. For anyone else, if you're interested in being in that, it's going to be a pretty sick movie, to be honest. Like, it's not just going to be random videos submitted, although we are taking submissions. I'll put the link for the demo call in the description below. It's also going to include a variety of high-level plays, edited all together quite nicely by Ams, who's got a very unique style that's quite popular. We don't get enough good, like, high-quality frag videos these days, so you get the chance to be included, basically. It's going to be about 50-50 between top players and then community submissions, as well as the guys who donated to be included. Yeah, so for the guys who did donate, you'll have an email from me with, among other things, instructions on how you get your clips in and things like that. But I just wanted to briefly explain why it's taken this long. I mean, it is partly just my own shortcomings and being sidetracked and busy with other projects. Like, when I started the whole Seven venture, it was something I was going to do on the side of working. And I was not playing TF2 at the time. So when I sort of got, I would say I got forced back into playing TF2, but it became necessary for like the betterment of Seven as a whole that I play. Like, Ali quit and they needed someone to replace him, so I started playing at a time when I really didn't have any expectation of carrying on playing the game. So for me, I just sort of put my efforts into playing the game, which led to other things being forgotten, which is completely on me at the end of the day. But I hope you can see that it's not just like pure like negligence. It's just sort of like things didn't quite go as planned. I mean, as well as that, we always did intend to delay the community frag video by a little bit, because originally we were planning on getting a documentary done. Well, it was going to be a fragmentary, which is still in the works. I'll move on to that in a minute. But we were going to do a fragmentary, which is going to feature a lot of Seven's frags. And as we were a new team, any frags we got that would be viable for the community movie, which we definitely wanted to have in there. We wanted like our own team's frags in that movie. Were going to be prioritized for the fragmentary, which was going to document our experience at last Rewind. So naturally, that was always going to mean the community movie would be delayed a bit, because we'd have to, find time to accumulate new frags after Rewind, because all of those would be, we don't want to reuse the same frags for two movies. So it was always going to be delayed a bit because of that. The documentary ended up getting heavily delayed. Sort of referring back again, because we had such a switch up with the roster, the documentary, as we filmed it and as we actually all got together after Rewind to add more footage, more interviews. Those of us that could make it, I think it was myself, Drac, Raymond, Thalash. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone. No, I'm not forgetting anyone. We all got together to do like additional interviews, and we were very much structuring the documentary around this narrative of, okay, so we went to Rewind. I'm still the coach at this point. Ali is the demo man and main caller for the team. And we were going to make the documentary based around, the narrative roughly would have been, we lost Rewind, okay, but we're still a team. I-61 will be an international TF2 event, and we're going to go there with pretty much the same roster, so the same storyline continuing, and try and beat, We World Champions again. Obviously, things didn't go like that. Ali quit, which changed the core structure of our team. But sort of with Ali also went any semblance of a cohesive narrative within the documentary that we had tried to make. So whilst the documentary still is 100% happening, we are still sort of considering the best way to do it. Obviously, I-61 didn't turn out to be an international LAN. We've got all this so much footage to use, and we really want to put it to the best use possible. So what we're thinking of doing now is going to Rewind 2, recording a whole bunch of new footage and using sort of that to make maybe even a larger project as a whole, maybe like an episodic sort of thing. But either way, that got put on the back burner. which just naturally delayed the community frag video. Obviously, what would have made sense would be to have just sort of had the initiative to get the community frag video going earlier, but at no point did we ever really settle on what we were doing with the documentary, which just naturally stalled things out a bit. And then sort of by the time it would have been appropriate to start actually just forcing the community frag video, the pirate update actually came out, which screwed numerous frag video makers and broke dozens of demos. I say dozens, broke all the demos in various ways. Some of those demos are now usable again. Luckily, some people have found some workarounds. There is this beta patch that Valve put out, the pre-pyro update, but that actually doesn't fix a lot of the problems as well. You still have to use workarounds to get various features working, so that delayed it as well. And then, yeah, I put my time and effort recently into getting things up and running for our next trip to Rewind. So yeah, just another side point, we actually had a separate 7 frag movie that was going to happen, like as part of our Rewind 2 sort of hype building generation and all that. That actually got just completely cancelled as far as I can tell. That was going to be made by Nick, so we were really excited for that, but just because of the situation with the demos in TF2 at the moment, yeah, we couldn't make it happen. Like I'm pretty sure he even made half the movie. But just the clips we got, we just couldn't get them working in the game in the post-pyro update era. So yeah, that's pretty much rest in peace. But it does mean there'll be more 7 footage basically available for the community frag video as well. So that's a silver lining, I suppose. So yeah, this affected us in a variety of ways. Luckily, AMS, like I spoke with AMS and the guy who's obviously making the community frag video for us, and he seems confident that he can get most demos to work. So I'm now happy to go ahead and say, you know, hooray, this is finally happening. I'm very sorry, basically, for the amount of time it took. I appreciate that it's not really an acceptable amount of time for something you like paid money for, even if, you know, the sentiment behind the money was it was a donation. This is obviously, you know, an essential incentive as to why you donated. So to the guys who donated for that perk in particular, I mean, it says as much in the email, like as just sort of like a token of, you know, my apology for the situation. I offer each of you guys like a piece of merchandise from the 7 store of your choice. That's on me. Like, we don't get that shit for free. We have to pay Teespring for it as well. So that's on me. Like, that's my way of basically saying like for taking responsibility for my what's the word I'm looking for here? For my part, basically, in things getting stalled out. So I hope in some way that, yeah, that rectifies the situation a little bit for you guys. If that's not acceptable, though, let me know. Like, we'll work something out, because I appreciate that. We appreciate the support you guys have shown us, and I don't want you to think we're like, you know, just abusing you or taking you for a ride or anything. It is a genuine oversight on my part, rather than any malice or anything like that. Yeah, so that's the community frag video and the documentary, which brings us finally on to the raffle, which is the only other remaining thing. Yeah, so again, oversight on my part, basically it took a long time, to be fair, to gather all the items. And then my role within 7 just changed dramatically, and it's just something that went on the back burner and never quite got around to doing. But happily, we have all the items now, we have them all sorted, we have everything good to go. So I'm actually just going to do that right now. So if you entered the raffle all that time ago, yeah, we're going to do that now. Okay, so hopefully this works. Yes. Okay, so it's a random number generator. Just going to check that everything is Gucci, because I want to show you guys like that it's legit, you know. I don't want you to think I'm rigging it. So here are the entrants to the raffle. On the left we have the standard raffle, on the right we have the unusual raffle. So there's various different things within those. So I'm just going to run it through. I'm going to generate a number, and that number corresponds to one of the names on the spreadsheet. Okay, so first off, in the standard raffle, we have 2 scout packs. So that's a set of various items. I won't list all of the items, but it's various hats and weapons and skins and whatnot for the Scout class. So Scout Raffle number 1, just let me check that number's right, actually is 53 the right number. So Scout Raffle number 1, generate, that's going to number 46. So 46, Brian Perry, you'll be getting an email from me. Sorry, just need to make a note of that. Okay, another one of those Scout packs going to number 30. Who's number 30, boys? It's Burrow. So Scout pack on its way to Burrow. Next up, in what I lovingly call the pleb raffle, is the Solly pack. So it's variety of skins, variety of hats and whatnot. Actually, I think these packs they're a fair value. I'm not sure. I can't tell you exactly how much because they're actually not in my backpack. We've kept them in a separate backpack, and I'm an absolute tool when it comes to. So we actually had 35. So that's Tetsuo at 35, and number 1 is Charlie Smith. So for the Solly pack, it is Tetsuo, and it's your boy Charlie Smith. Okay, 2 more in the pleb raffle. It's the demo pack. The demo pack is going to number 25, which is Brûlé. So Brûlé, get in the demo pack. And finally, the medic pack is going to number 30, which is Barreau. Wait, Barreau already won. Is that how it works? Are we having double winners here? I'm going to say... Yeah. I hadn't planned for this eventuality. Okay, I'm making the executive decision that we're not having double winners in the pleb raffle, but we will allow double winners in the unusual raffle. So we're going to roll again. Number 49. It's Antoine Bouquin. I don't know how you say this. He gets the medic pack. I'm pretty sure he was one of our larger contributors as well. He's going to be in the community frag video, hopefully. So yeah, that's the end of the pleb raffle. So now we get to the good shit. So this is the unusual raffle. So it's individual items and various things. So first up, we've got an Australian grenade launcher. So wait, I just need to quickly change the max number to 55. So the Australian grenade launcher, it's going to number 30, which is Zifrosty. So Zifrosty gets the unusual grenade launcher. No, unusual grenade launcher, Australian grenade launcher. Thank you. Okay, so next up, a bit of a dud given the turn of events in the balancing of the game. It's the Australian ambassador. Goes to number 16. Number 16, Alexander Hoffer. You will be getting an email with your ex-Australian ambassador. Next up is the Australian Force of Nature. Going to number 54. Let's go. Thank God I extended those numbers. Jack Brown. Going downtown with Jack Brown. Next up is the unusual Man of Reason. I wish I could tell you what effect it was. I actually haven't been the one getting or controlling the items. I should really have got the items up before, but it's a nice one. Trust, it's a nice one. Significant value on that unusual Man of Reason. Wait, did I roll already for that one? No, I didn't. So the unusual Man of Reason goes to number 29, which is Steve Wicker. Steve Wicker. Okay, next up, Strange Professional Killstreak Islander. This one's straight from my backpack. In fact, the grenade launcher as well. The grenade launcher was mine. The Australian grenade launcher that we added in. There's a frosty one. That was my grenade launcher. I should have probably mentioned that. Not much of a raffle drawer. So Setlet. Setlet is getting the Strange Professional Killstreak Islander. He'll put that to good use, I'm sure. I'm not sure if Setlet's still playing the game. He plays a little bit from time to time, I think. Okay, so next up, it's the biggie. Well, it's a biggie. It's Thalash's very own Max's Severed Head. So that is going to number 19. Anthony Husay wins the Thalash Max head. Okay, so 2 more to do. No more in-game items. Next up is Zowie ZAR12. Let me just bear with me. Zowie R12 that I've had sitting here for God knows how long. This was one in a cup by me God knows how long ago. Maybe it was before, I think it was before I-58 or I-55. We won it in one of the Zowie cups that Sideshow ran. I was going to do it as a giveaway on stream, but I thought I'd give it to this instead. So that is going to number 41. 41 is Nicholas Beckenridge. It's actually in there twice. I'm not sure if that's a mistake. Nah, it can't be a mistake. He must have donated on 2 separate occasions. So the Zowie R12 to Nicholas Beckenridge. And finally, it's just a selection of team merchandise. I guess it will be from our new range. So it will be it will be a Rewind t-shirt, a standard 7 t-shirt, what else was it going to be? A hoodie, and finally it'll be one of the design of your choice. Actually, let's say that. I will say it's the design of your choice of the 3 new graphic designs. So the 7 slow die, the 7 slow die, the AMS one, and the Drac one. So pretty good all in all. Anyway, let's generate for that one. So it's going to number 53. Number 53. Number 53. I'm clicking all of the wrong things. 53. It's Michael Coyote Jessup. Now here's a fucking, pardon me, here is a turn of events, because Coyote actually was the original, what do you call it? He originally asked for the design of the Drac shirt. That was actually, he originally got, got Uberchain to design it. Coyote, long time supporter. So that's the end of the raffle. I'll be sending emails out to all of you guys. And that pretty much concludes tying up all the loose ends of the old fundraiser. So just while I have your attention, if anyone's stuck through for the rest of the video, we're not fundraising for Rewind 2, we're just going there. It's been a successful year for us overall. We've got a sufficient enough revenue stream as 7 now that we can do these sorts of things without the need for the fundraisers. But the original fundraiser was what got us going, because that's where we really launched ourselves as a brand, was at going to Rewind. Couldn't have done that without the fundraiser. So that's where everything began. But yeah, if you want to support us, I'll give links in the description box below about how you can do that still, buying our merchandise or contributing directly if you so choose. It's not necessary really though, but I know some people have asked because they know, they just want to support the org basically, because they know, we don't make money doing this. We do operate at a loss, like attending these events. We have a passion for the game, so the idea here has never really been to make money. Like I've just poured my own money into this actually. I didn't get anything from the fundraiser last year. It was all for the players. I will get some stuff paid for me by the revenue for Rewind. But yeah, where was I going with this? So if you want to, you can contribute directly to us, because obviously Teespring takes their cut. So if you just want to, you don't care about merchandise or whatever, you just want to support us in a monetary sense, then you can do that now as well. We'll get 100% of your contribution. But that's pretty much it. So looking forward to Rewind 2. Look forward to more updates. I'll be doing more of these videos as we come up to Rewind number 2. We have details coming about the bootcamp still. We might be doing something very exciting for the bootcamp, but we're not sure. The details are up in the air, but we're going to be doing some interesting things with the bootcamp one way or another. We're again going to have Ryan that's Loris traveling with us. He's the guy who made the trailer for Rewind 2. He's going to be documenting various proceedings with eyes on making an extension to the original planned documentary, as well as some vlog content while we're out there. So yeah, stay tuned to this channel. It's been a bit dead for a while. I actually got myself locked out of the Actually got myself locked out of the 7 YouTube channel for a little while. That's why the Pirate Radios went on Eeply's channel. But got access again now. Exciting things are happening in TF2. So this channel will actually serve a purpose again for a little while. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and stay tuned for more.